and this girl was like right next to me, like, oh my god, she's so in love with him. Oh my god. And I was like, oh my gosh, shut up. So yeah, they started interacting more. I could barely even get close to him because all these dang girls were surrounding him. Surrounding him. Like some flock of birds. No, this was the beginning of the year, and so the beginning of beginning of school dance was starting to happen. It like I was like, oh my god, the dance. Oh my god, and then I never go to dances ever. I like to stay home. So I wanted to like see him at the dance, and I remember like I would go up to my friend in English. I'm gonna call him Cody. I would go up to him and I would talk to him because he talked to him. He had a class with Derek, and I was like, hey Cody, do you like know if like Derek like might have any like be going to the dance this Friday? And he was like, oh, I'm not sure. I'll have to ask him. Yeah. So the next time I got to see Cody, he was telling me. So I asked him he was going to dance, and I mentioned you, and I was like, no, why would you mention me? And he's like, okay, it's okay, it's okay. I just asked him, but like, guess what? And I was like, what? Oh my gosh. He was all like, when I said mentioned your name, like asking about a girl was gonna be waiting for you at the dance, he started like blushing, and and everybody else was all laughing, but he started blushing, and I was like, oh, because of me? Oh my god. I was so excited. Anyways, so I was excited about that, and the dance. The dance, the dance, the dance. Oh, I freaking hate the dance. I had to do my hair. I had like photos. I think I might still have them. I think my friend has them. So she's okay with me mentioning her name. Her name is Jackie. Jackie Chan. She has a YouTube channel too called Whack Jack. Jackie, I think. And so, I was getting ready for this dance. I was telling my mom, hey, there's a guy that I like there. And she's like, she was excited for me. And so she helped me get ready for the dance. And I got my hair all nice. I wore like my pretty like dark blue with white polka dot dress with a white overture, and I looked bomb. I thought for sure I did. And when I went there, I just remember seeing him there. He didn't really wear anything. He just kind of wore his usual gray sweatshirt. Not really that good, but whatever. He still looked great. And so I remember walking, and oh my gosh, my friends were all like, oh my gosh, and they were like, they walked over to me, and I was all excited, and I remember looking over to him, and he was in the corner with the other losers. The loser squad. He was with the other guys. They're not actually losers. They were probably middle class. Yeah. So I remember walking over to him, and I said hi to him, and he just said hi to me, and I was just smiling so big. So big. I was excited, okay? I was happy. It was very hard to like get his attention, to be honest, because all these girls were coming up to him and talking to him. Oh my, I'm not gonna like waste my time on this time like saying this whole thing is gonna be such a long video then, but my friend, I'm just gonna call her Ellie. She is she's great. She ended up liking him too for a long time, and that was way past after I liked him. I was like, I got over him ever since he did something to me, which I'll get back to that. So I remember we're on the dance floor, and he's just kind of swaying, not really dancing. I remember I tried grabbing not his hands, but his like wrists, and I was kind of grabbing because I was kind of a little awkward, and I was grabbing his wrist, and I was like, come on, let's dance. And I was like taking dance that year, so I kind of knew how to dance, and I was extremely impressed with myself. And so, he was like, no, no, thank you. No, no, thank you. And I was like, come on, let's dance. And he wasn't budging. And I just kind of gave up after that, and I just walked away. And my freaking friend Ellie, she saw that, and she was like, oh my god, that was so embarrassing. I feel I've had secondary embarrassment, girl. And I was like, I know. Thinking about it really hurts, to be honest. Yeah. Anyways, so I tried getting his attention. There was one moment, oh my god. There was this thing that they did. They took soda, like let's say Mountain Dew for example, and then they took one of those like those sour like straw like little wiggly straw things you get out of that little pack. You peel it open and it's like a little rainbow and everything. Yeah, he had one of those. And what he did, he put it into the soda and used it as a straw. Now that's smart, okay? And they were all practically doing it. And I was asking, and I remember when I was in the corner, and I was kind of really upset because he was talking to dang Grease Grater. I don't even care what her name is. Grace. It was Grace. Grace. I don't care. She's not that much of a main character. But anyways, she wasn't much of a main character in my K-drama. And so, but he was spending so much time. And I remember Ellie was like telling me like, hey, Derek's getting really close to Ellie. And I was like, oh, like, wait, did I say Ellie said Derek's getting really close to Grace? And I was getting so angry because I wanted attention. I wanted attention. And so I remember there's one point where we're in the corner together, the loser corner. And so I asked him, hey, what is that? With the can of soda. And he's like, oh, you want to try? And I was like, do I want to try? Do I want to try? I mean, I didn't say it like that, but I said, sure. And he gave it to me to drink from the same spot that he said, that's an indirect kiss, guys. That's an indirect kiss. My first indirect kiss with a boy. That's not blood related. Oh my gosh. That sounded wrong, but anyways. At the end of the dance, I ended up getting his number, and I struggled because I didn't want to be clingy, but I texted him first, and he responded like a little bit. I found that he did swimming, but he actually ended up saying that he hates doing swimming, so that's cool. I'm doing swimming this year. I'm excited for that. And so, yeah, he was cool for a while until something that pushed me away from him. Now, what that was is, what he did was what he did was, I remember walking up to him one day, and it was like during lunch, like right after lunch, and when I was going up to him, I kind of like, I really wanted to hug him. I got one chance to hug him before, and I was like, oh, maybe we're like really good friends now. So then that one day, when I went up to go, he seemed like I didn't really like notice it until I tried giving him a hug. He literally pushed me off of him. He pushed me off of him when I tried giving him a hug. And that is the most embarrassment I've ever had in a long time. It was terrible. And then after that, I couldn't really ever talk to him again. And I stopped talking to him. I mean, I tried like telling him, like, my heart was beating once really hard before. And I was like trying to tell him, like, I really liked him, but I didn't. And we took a selfie together, but I don't have it anymore because I erased it because I hate it. And then that's whenever I stopped talking to him. And that was the moment where it was confirmed that he did, in fact, like my best friend, Bella. And, I wasn't sure if they would start going out because whenever I had confessed to Bella, she told me that she just wasn't ready to date because she had just broken up with her ex-girlfriend. What was her name again? Jessie? Yeah. So, Bella, I was like, oh my god, if she dates him, that's going to be crap because I already confessed to her and she told me that her dang answer was that she didn't want to date. And that sucked. That really sucked. I mean, I never wanted to date people anyways. I was just going to wait till I was 16, which is next year. And now, that's sad. We had shared a lot of good memories together. And I think that one hurt me the most. Just because, and he became distant too. That Derek guy, he started dating all the popular girls. And it was like, he said this one time, because my friend, I'm going to say her name is, I don't want to say her actual name, but I'm just gonna say her name is Therese. And Therese was telling me how he simply stated in science that he could get any girl he wanted in this school. And I was like, when I heard that, that is incorrect because I would never date him ever. And me and her would always make like jokes like, oh, he's now dating like a dang kindergartner. I really feel bad for Ellie. You know, she ended up really liking him, but he never noticed her either. You know, he always dated the dumb girls of the school, the thoughts, you know, the thoughts of school. It sucked. And I remember the last interaction I had with my no longer best friend, Bella, was the last day of school, which was like a few months ago because school's about to start soon again. And that interaction, you know, everyone's all crying. I wasn't crying, but I kind of started crying when I first saw her. And, you know, she saw me and, you know, I wanted to say I was sorry, but, you know, she said that she was sorry before I could even say anything. And I looked at her and she looked at me and I wanted to cry almost. And she said, I'm so sorry. And I said, I'm so sorry that I had let somebody destroy our friendship, and I'm sorry that it just didn't work out. And she gave me a hug and she was crying and I was starting to tear up. And she said, so sorry and I hope you have a good summer. You were the bestest friend and I didn't deserve you. That's what she said to me. And I started crying like I didn't deserve you either. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And then we let go of each other and I ran away off to my bus. And then I didn't see her ever again. I mean, I might see her this year of high school. I mean, if I get a class with her, or anybody that I didn't like, especially that Grace girl, she wasn't that bad. She just kind of annoyed me because she basically replaced me after I left the group of like freaking weebs, of anime weebs. I left that group fast as I could. So they were toxic as heck. She replaced me. I'm fine. You know, everybody just dates everybody. Everybody in that group. Losers. Anyways, you know, a friendship that could have meant something ended up not meaning anything. I was actually writing a book on Wattpad called The Summer Before 8th Grade, and that's most of it when all the dang drama happened. Yeah, it really sucked losing a good friend just because of some new hot guy. I hope I don't see his dang face. If I do, I'm gonna like ignore him obviously, but it's gonna be crazy this year. School's gonna start in like 2 weeks, basically. You know, it sucks, but I don't think I can have anything else to say. This stinging video is so long, I might have to try and edit it. But, you know, I lost a good friend, and, you know, hopefully I make more friends. I have my 2 best friends, you know, Ellie and Jackie. Obviously Ellie's, that's not her real name, but, yeah, it sucked. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Thanks for listening to my story. Bye!